Boop. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Leos. How are you doing? And happy Halloween. This is your Halloween week reading, guys. This is going to be exciting. So, it's a lot of things going on. This is for the, that's what calling me of the muse. It is for the week of the 25th through the 31st. Sorry, my mind is just getting caught up here. We have the full moon is just about going away. However, there's a lot of planets that are really still creating some conflict. Mars and Pluto, they're all fighting up there, trying to get a power struggle going on. So if you have not watched the full moon reading, please, its link is down below. Go watch that. It's going to be really important through the end of the month as well as the first week of November. That's funny. So please go and watch that. The other thing is Halloween week. This is Halloween, a fun week for a lot of people. I'd love to know if you're from another country, how you guys celebrate Halloween. Put that in the comments. I would love that. And also, too, this is an interesting week. We're at the end. We've had the new moon or the full moon. So ending of a cycle, beginning of a cycle kind of a thing. So your energies are going to be conflicted a little bit. And that's going to happen through the end of the month. So with that said, let's get going. So I'm going to, for those of you that are brand new, this is a collective reading. This is a general reading, so this may resonate with you. It may not, but however, I'm intuitive and I'm an empath. So there is a lot of energies that come through and something will probably resonate with you. All right. So just know that if it doesn't, it just wasn't your reading today. That's all. Although Halloween's coming. So that is a really interesting holiday. Very twisted because it did not start out as a pagan holiday. It actually started out back in the 7th century CE. And it started out actually between the Celts in Ireland and Britain. And it was a celebration of the passing of all the ancestors. And just to celebrate and have feasts for 3 days of All Saints. And that ended that 3 days in All Souls. So spirit, basically. Okay. And then that in the 1800s got twisted and turned into a pagan holiday, turned into a harvest festival, turned into Halloween, turned into a lot of good things. Anyway, so let's get started. So I have your Divine's card out. Now, for those that are new, they're like, Divine card, what the heck is that? This is a Divine Intervenes. So I have a special deck for Divine to choose a message to you, and that message is for you specifically. I don't know what's going on in your life, but whatever question you're asking, struggle you're going through, challenge, whatever it is, this is his card, his message to you today. It is the number 6 because I do mix astrology and numerology in here because Divine is energy and so is the planets and everything else around. So let it go. Divine is saying, whatever it is, let it go. If you don't let things go, and I can't make this up. You saw me shuffle. You saw things happen. I cannot make these things up. When Divine says let it go, he means let it go. Because if you don't let it go, he'll get it to go. And it won't be as easy for you because there will be emotions in caught up. So what's interesting is that is the number 6. And this, your current energy is the number 6. And if you do not let it go, you are stuck in the mud. You're literally stuck. And you will repeat karmic cycles over and over and over again. So these two definitely are side by side in the energies of making things happen and move in the future in more of a positive way. If you let something go, something will change, something will end, something will begin. I haven't even really looked at your spread yet, but I have a feeling we're going to have some real interesting cards with this reading. Maybe the devil, maybe the tower, maybe some of those kind of things. So your future energy is ghost lands. Okay, and it's the number 8. So the number 6 is going to be moving towards your progress, things of your rewards, things to help you move along in a positive manner. The ghost lands is not being stuck. It's frozen. And there's nothing there. It's just in the past, okay? Ghost lands for this artist means other things, but divine is telling me that this is, you are going to be stuck and frozen if you do not release what it is that you need to let go, or who you need to let go. I don't know who that is for you. Okay. So let's see what you, oh, this is funny. This is your first card out is the 3 of Wands. I'll tell you why, and you'll see why in a minute. 3 of Wands is looking to your future. So it's to move forward. It's the energy of moving forward. It's the energy of looking forward. It's not looking backwards. It's not like the car where you're looking through that little rear mirror or the rear window. The rear window is small because that's why you're not supposed to be looking back there. You just need to glance every now and then. The big window is up front so you can see forward and see out and keep moving forward in that sense. So this is a time to acknowledge what you want for your future. The number 3, try to acknowledge, decide what you want for your future, look into, analyze it, be the hermit, check things out, do your due diligence. What are the pros and cons of letting this go and something opening up? Because remember I said the devil or the tower may be in your reading, because it's going to bring you major change. Tower. It's going to bring you some major change. It's going to bring you some balance that you've been looking for. Somebody's been looking for, like, when is this going to be over? When is this going to stop? When am I going to get ahead a little bit? It's if you let this go, because that's why you're stuck. Because you keep repeating this karmic cycle, because you want to hang on to something that is either no longer of service or no longer needed, or is not beneficial to you, is not helping you, is not lifting you up. Welcome, welcome. You can ask a question. I'll answer it at the end because the reading might give you your answer. All right. But the thing is, this is something at the very end that is supposed to be bringing you up to the higher self, to the next higher self. Okay, so that's what the star is about. Okay, so this change that is going to be happening or in the process of happening might have to do with somebody that you have in your past, somebody that maybe was really beneficial at some time, was there for a season, but maybe is a time to let go of this person. So sometimes we pine over people we shouldn't have pine for anymore. It's sort of like when I did my silly, crazy time of wasting 12 years waiting and hoping and thinking my ex-husband would come back. He had no intention, because I married him for my lifetime partner. I married him for a lifetime. However, when it's got to be on some same pages. Okay, this is a person that you've known. This is a person that was great. This is a person that was for a season. Okay. However, sometimes people are only there for a season. I wanted him for a lifetime. He was, I thought, my soulmate, my twin flame, whatever you want to call it, but it's got to work both ways. I apparently wasn't his. So when you sit there and you hold on to something for a long time, you've wasted precious time with someone that you possibly should have been with in the first place. Okay, because this is your center card. And this is another 6. You've got 3 number 6s. You've really got to pay attention to the numerology. And the thing is that you really have to look into what your progress is supposed to be for you, where you're supposed to be lifting yourself up, where you're supposed to be reaching to. This is about your purpose and your calling, not who you're supposed to be with, because if you're in your purpose and your calling, that person will come to you. Divine will show you that person. You don't need to go look for somebody. Divine will bring that person to you. But if you stay stuck, if you stay hanging on to these negative, low vibrational energies that keep you stuck in the mud and keep you frozen in time, it's not going to allow you to do that. All right. And you're not looking at the truth, because here we have the Queen and the Knight of Swords. So the Queen and the Knight of Swords is saying, you know what? You're not looking at the truth. You're living in a fantasy. This is the Mars and Pluto energy right now. This is also the moon and the sun, and also the which other one is it? Saturn is in there. But this is and Uranus. These planets right now are really just messing everything up, and it's looking at actually the fantasy of your mind versus the reality. And around the 26th to the 28th, reality is going to set in. So during this week at some time, whatever you've been fantasizing, something's just going to like slap you upside the head and say, you know what, wake up. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be this way. It's not going to, because you're living in a fantasy. Now, if you're thinking of something, saying you want to do something in your future and move forward to that future, and has a reality thing to it, yes, definitely move forward. But if you're like me, waiting 12 years for somebody to come back and they never came back, that is what I mean by a fantasy. If somebody is gone, let them go. And if divine wants them back, he'll bring them back. But most people in your life are going to be for a season. Okay, a season. They're there to teach you something, or you're to teach them something. Okay, and you have a connection with this person, and you talk to this person, and you share, and you're vulnerable, and they know all about you. However, sometimes that keeps them stuck. That keeps them stuck. Why does it keep them stuck? Because then they're not allowed to grow and find the person that they're supposed to find. It's like, I hate the saying friends with benefits. It's like, if you're going to be in a relationship, be in a relationship. Otherwise, friends with benefits, you're holding yourself back from the actual person divine is creating you with. You just created a soul tie now that really sort of messed things up. Okay. So let go, because here's your challenge card. Your challenge card is the Knight of Pentacles. There's romance there. There is somebody who really wants to show you the love that you deserve, but he can't move in, or she can't move in until you let go of whatever it is that you're hanging on to. Okay. Somebody's hanging on to something, and you are just stucker than stuck, like mud, just like mud. And the elephant can't move because he's too heavy. So whatever this is, you have thank you. So what he said is, yeah, the elephant's too heavy, and you keep this too heavy in your head. You keep thinking about this too much. You keep putting your mindset there first. You need to put that on the back burner and release it and let go, because the Tower is your second card out. Okay, it's your second card out. It is the card that's going to change everything, and it's for your future. Because this is six. There's 3 sixes. Let's get a fourth one. I don't like that. Although, if you look, a lot of people say, oh, 666 is the devil number. If you really, really research it, it is not 666. Got to research the Bible if you really want to know it. The mark of the devil, they say, is 666. It's actually not 6, the number 6. Anyway. 2 of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not the Hermit, because we don't have a focus point. You're not focused correctly. You're focused here. You know, you're thinking about something that's keeping you stuck. The 2 of Pentacles is you got too much going on in your head. Too much going on in your head, and you're not trusting the process of the divine. You're not trusting this. If you trust in letting go and let God or divine or the Holy Spirit work things out, you will be shocked and amazed. But you're not doing that because you're sort of stuck on yourself. Or this could be somebody you know. It doesn't mean this has to be you. There might be somebody that you know that is going through this. It's like, would you just get over it? They're gone. They're not coming back. Or that job, it wasn't worth it. The stress wasn't worth it. You know, that kind of a thing. And you know what? Things happen for a reason in our life, because you have to look at the truth of the facts. This is these are the highest cards in this reading right now, because it's all about truth. And you look at the Knight, and the Knight is fighting something from the past. He's fighting something from the past. He's holding back on something. And why? And the Queen's like, come on, give me the truth. Give me the truth. Give me the truth. Be the truth. What is this really? Do you really, really, really want? Now, let me ask you something, because somebody out there is waiting for somebody to come back. And I had to think about this years ago too, because if it's been 12 years or 5 years or 2 years, that person has changed. You have changed. And do you think you would really want them back? Maybe they didn't change. And would you take them back with the same bad habits and the same thing or whatever caused them to leave? And if they did change, they're not going to be that same person that you remember, because they've changed, they've grown, they've gone in their own way and grown. And it could be a good way or it could be a bad way. It could be a very selfish way. It could be very, very selfless way. You got to think of those things. People don't, I just want them back. I just want them back. Well, anyway, I'll get into a coaching session, and I don't want to go there. All right. All right. So let's see what else he has. So remember, the 26th through the 28th, reality check is going to set in. As I say this, oh my gosh, I can't make this stuff up. As I say this, reality check will set in, because there's an illusion. Something is an illusion and it's not real. Okay. And the King of Swords is going to come in, which the truth, the reality check is going to come in at the end of the month. And then balance is going to be restored. The justice. It's just like you're saying, okay, it's not really what I wanted, but you know what? It is what it is. The reality check is going to create balance again, because when you don't let go and you stay stuck, there's no balance. It's like this balance that she has is nice and in balance. However, right now it's like this, because you're too much in your head. Too much in your head, especially if this has to do with a person, which I really do think it is. Somebody that you really, really like, somebody that you want. Reality check is going to tell you they're not all that in a, put it this way, they're all not that in a bag of chips, however that old saying goes. They're the actual reality is an illusion. Okay. So, and it is coming towards you, because there is love that wants to come towards you, because there is romance about that. And this person's stable. This person is actually more mature. This person is more stable. And this person walks in the truth and ready to defend and to protect. I don't know who that is for you. All right. All right. Do you ever wonder, sometimes you'll see people will either go like this, like old pack of cigarettes, or sometimes we'll sit there and we'll go, do you understand why tarot readers do that? Sometimes it actually gets out the mojo, the bad mojo, or the bad vibes, or that clears the deck kind of thing. And so when the cards come in, you want them to be all positive, and you want them to be more of light, so you get it out, that energy. That's why they do that. Just an FYI. I don't know why I wanted to share that, but I did. Okay. Somebody wants to run away. Somebody wants to just like fade away. Somebody's stressed out in their head again. I'm going to be repeating myself over and over, because we have another 6. So that's 4, number 6. You can't run away from your problems. You got to let them go. You got to get rid of them to get unstuck. Okay. So you can't run away. You have to face it, whatever it is, whether it's a fantasy in your mind, or whether somebody's manipulating and creating something that is not real, because we have the Magician card again. This again is the energies of the planets before the 26th. So what is it that's trying to manifest or not be real? Or it's like 2 and 2 is not adding up, or they're just not acting right, or they're not being themselves, or they're giving you a falsehood of who they are. Oh yeah, I've done all this stuff. I've done this. I've done this. And they haven't done any of it. They're just trying to look good, kind of a thing. But you're really stressing out. Remember I said you're too much in your head? Too much in your head. And you're not thinking. I can't repeat. I mean, I'm just going to repeat myself. You're too much in your head. Get out of your head this week and get into your spirit. Listen to what divine is trying to share with you this week. Listen to your intuition. Listen to this because it's going to change you. It's going to change you. It's going to change your mindset from more of a earthly thought process. This thing, thinking about it so much, is to release it. When you let go of it, then that stress leaves. You can sleep. You can have no nightmares. You can have that. Just say, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore. You take the lead on this. You take control of this. I give it to you. I surrender it to you. Now, either take them out of my life or keep them in my life or give me a sign or give me confirmation if they're supposed to be there, blah, 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 blah. Okay, because that's the gist of it. It's not about work. Definitely is not about work. This is about somebody in your life that, I don't know, has created an illusion. And it could have been years, it could have been months, it could have been. So, do your own investigative work this week if you haven't, about a person. It's easy to do a background check. I do a background check on all the guys I date. They don't have a clue, but now they do if they watch this. But I do a background check because I want to make sure that I'm not going to invest my time. My time is precious. You cannot get your time back. That's the most thing I'm going to tell you, is that your time is precious. Don't waste it on somebody or a season that is supposed to be gone already. Because somebody else is supposed to be coming in. There's supposed to be a new person coming in. And with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they're just waiting to bring it in because it's a power couple. The power couple of truth. This is a power couple of high integrity, high morals, high values, high energies. This is what's waiting to come towards you, because we have not only that, we have the Knight, the King, and then we have the Pentacles at the very end. You just have to trust and believe that this is coming. Somebody who actually has high integrity, high morals, high values, would love you for who you are, value you for you are, give you all the things that you need and hear, or whatever your love language is, give you what your love language, and fill it up, fill it up. Okay. So that's your reading, their Halloween reading. But don't forget, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year to give away, it'll either be 3 or 6 30-minute personal one-on-one readings, or it'll be 3 readings and 3 coachings. So it all just depends on what the person would like by the end of the year. So help share this, and please like. YouTube likes. I don't know why. I don't have no clue. But the 1,000 subscribers allows me to also go online live on my phone. Sometimes my computer will crash and I can't get on live, and I can't do downloads live, which I would love to do. You've been seeing a few of these daily words and cards, like I did a full moon card, picked a full moon card kind of a thing. But I have to upload those. I have to videotape it. I have to upload it. I have to go through the whole process. So having 1,000 subscribers would allow me to just live shoot it, give it to you right away, make life a lot easier now that I'm working full time in the day, as well as doing all this leather. So anyway, please like, share, subscribe. I love doing the readings for you guys. I hope you have a fun Halloween. And just remember, it is a twisted pagan holiday that started out as a actual Christian way to, what do you call it? Love on our past relatives, put it that way, back in the Celtic times. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week. We will see you on November 1st, and have a great and safe week. Don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Bye-bye.